Should I read about the big whale? God forgives.
This family of 4 got started in Catholic studies when the girl from Miami, Jackie Bernal, got to know the boy from Maddox, North Dakota, Jeff Wald.
What Catholic studies did was really form an intellectual friendship where we were both studying these really wonderful truths about our faith, the faith that we cared deeply about and that were very interesting to us. And we would just have conversations after we got out of class, sometimes for hours on end. And I think for that, it just fused in us just this really intellectual curiosity and friendship.
I thought he was a lot smarter than he really is. That's what it did.
This life of theirs, with Ezra and Alyosha, is based on a common belief, recalled from a class.
To live fully as God has called us to live, to be fully human, and to realize that, and to do that together and call each other to holiness. And so I remember that class in particular. We got to class late because we were already chatting before class and thinking, this guy wants what I want, and this is it, and we're on the same page.
April sips her milk slowly instead of gulping it down. She is using good manners.
The page Jeff Wald is on now is either in a children's book or a law book, as a new member of the bar clerking for a Minnesota Supreme Court justice.
I would never say this to Jackie, but when she does a really great job of being joyful and exuberant when there is a success or when I've accomplished something. And to me, that makes the work that I do outside of the house so much more fruitful and worthwhile. But at the same time, having family to come home to reminds me that what I do out there really isn't, the most important thing by far that I am called to do.
Go!
I come with the boys sometimes twice a day.
Woo!
She also does day care, youth ministry, and community outreach. But the linchpin, the pivot point of their lives, comes from John Paul II.
He's always been sort of our patron, encouraging us that when it's really hard, hey, this is what we're called to do, and we're actually doing much more good than we could ever imagine, just by saying yes to children and to one another.
Hey, Mama, how would you give him an underdog?
You don't know what you're holding. You don't know the treasure that you've been handed down until someone explains it to you and gives meaning to it. And I think Catholic studies really did do that for me. It gave my faith meaning.